The first 100 days of President Donald Trump's second term have been intense. He has moved at a speed that few expected and has at times seemed to paralyze his political opponents. Democrats, depressed, disorganized and defeated, seemed largely silent for the first month of Trump's tenure, but in recent weeks there have been stirrings of a more forceful opposition, if not yet an alternative central figure to lead.
Donald Trump has got to go, hey, hey!
Public demonstrations against cuts in the federal workforce led by Elon Musk, controversial deportations of undocumented immigrants, along with some legal standing, and now the unilateral trade war launched by Trump have led at least some in the Democratic Party to take a more public stand. At the end of March, stretching into the beginning of April, Senator Cory Booker got worldwide attention with a record-breaking longest speech ever in the Senate chamber, which lasted over 24 hours and largely lambasted Trump. And then there was the tour by Senator Bernie Sanders and Congresswoman Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, drawing huge crowds across the country, filled with Americans worried about the pace of change and disruption less than 3 months into Trump's presidency.
We're living in a moment with a president who has no understanding or respect for the Constitution of the United States. And let us make no doubt about it, moving us rapidly toward an authoritarian form of society. And Mr. Trump, we ain't going there.
But perhaps the most galvanizing issue for Democrats in recent weeks has been the issue Trump has been most popular on, cracking down on illegal immigration. Deportations to a controversial prison in El Salvador are under court challenge. This, the administration pushes back on an order from the U.S. Supreme Court to facilitate the return of one migrant it admits that was mistakenly sent there. That prompted one Democratic senator to fly to El Salvador and try and secure his release.
Why should the taxpayers of the United States pay the government of El Salvador to lock up a man who was illegally abducted from the United States and committed no crime?
Other Democrat politicians are making similar trips, perhaps encouraged by recent polling, showing many Americans are uneasy about deportations that defy court orders and offer migrants little due process of law. And the recent economic turmoil following Washington's unilateral imposition of the highest tariffs on imports in a century is another issue on which Democrats are finding traction. The next big test for the Democrats will be the mid-term congressional elections in November. In the meantime, they hope to capitalize on the mistakes of Trump's first 100 days and translate that into victory then, and hopefully win back for them the control of the House of Representatives and maybe even the Senate. That campaign starts right now. Nathan King, CGTN, Washington.